What's going on YouTube Austin? Zay back here with another video, and in today's video I'm going to break down exactly how I plan to make probably 8 figures or more in the year of 2022. Now, if you're brand new to my channel, then I'm actually a real estate investor, I'm a real estate wholesaler, I'm a flipper, I am a landlord, and we do a lot of other things as well, but real estate is my primary thing. I'm also a real estate agent, and I actually have a team of real estate agents as well. And just so you know, it wasn't always that way. I didn't grow up with a bunch of money or anything like that. I wasn't born into real estate. So if you are brand new to my channel, keep that in mind. I am just a normal average guy with above average goals and dreams. So now we own multiple different real estate companies, and we're actually venturing off into other companies as well, which I'm gonna break down throughout the remainder of the video. So again, if you're watching the video right now, make sure you stay to the very end. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you would smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and drop a comment down below at any point if you have any questions. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and break down exactly how I plan to do what I plan to do. So over the years, with a lot of trial and tribulation, I've gotten to a point where we actually do a lot of wholesale deals on a very consistent basis. So we actually wholesale all the way from Phoenix, all the way to Florida. And we do, I would say we're wholesaling right now probably in 15 or 20 different markets throughout the country, okay? And we do a lot of different marketing for those wholesale deals. So we do everything from pay-per-click to cold calling to text messaging, agent referrals, a lot of pocket listings, a lot of other wholesalers that we work with, and so on and so forth, okay? And I actually have a bunch of links down in the description below, so if you are interested in wholesaling, then definitely go check those out. So last year, I would say on average, we did about 20 wholesale deals a month. So our goal with that company in 2022 is to go from on average 30 deals a month to upwards of 50 deals a month. I would also love to get our average deal size above 10,000. Maybe 12 to 15,000 would be nice. Again, there are some wholesale deals we make a lot more money, and there are ones that we make less money. So again, the average has been like 10, but I would love to get the average up a little bit more. So let's just say, for example, we did 50 deals a month at 10 grand a deal. That would put us at like $500,000 a month. Okay, now again, we have overhead and things of that nature. So let's just say our net on that was like 300 grand a month, okay? After all, expenses were paid, bills were paid, and everything like that, that puts us somewhere around like the $3.6 to $4 million range in 2022. And again, I think we're playing very small at that number. Again, that has evolved over time. So, in my humble opinion, I think we could probably do more like 70 to 75 deals a month when we really ramp up. And it just goes to show that anything is possible, because I'm not gonna lie, like, I never thought in a million years that I would have done that amount of deals on a monthly basis, right? When I got into the industry, I was happy if I could do a deal a month, right? I was like beyond stoked if I could do one single deal a month. So as I said at the beginning of the video, I'm a real estate agent, and I actually have a real estate team called the Zayback Group, okay? We currently have about 17 agents on our team, so I'm actively looking for phenomenal real estate agents all around the country to come work with us, okay? So if you are a real estate agent and you ever wanted to make a lot of money, I would love to have you, or potentially have you on the team. Definitely shoot me an email, and I do have an email down below. So my goal in 2022 is to go from like 17 agents to over 100 agents. And it is a massive, massive goal. However, I do believe that it can be done. And I believe that if we even had 50 agents on our team doing a deal a month, okay, which again is like the bare minimum, then that would result in some amazing numbers, not only the life-changing numbers for all of the real estate agents on the team, but also for the company itself. So let's just say, for example, you had 50 agents on your team that did a deal a month at an average deal size of 500 grand. Doing a deal a month would put you about $25 million a month in gross, basically in the total volume of the real estate transactions per month. Now, if you got paid 3% on every single deal, then that would put you at about $750,000 in actual commissions on a monthly basis. And let's just say, for the sake of the conversation, without getting into it, every deal was split 50-50 between the agent and the team. That would put the total agents making $375,000 a month, and the team making $375,000 a month. So the average agent, and again, these numbers are going to be completely skewed because they're not always going to pay 50% to the team. In a lot of scenarios, they're going to pay way less to the team, so the agent profitability is going to be a little bit higher, and the team profitability is going to be a little bit lower. But at those numbers, the average agent would make $7,500 a month, which is $90,000 a year. And again, that is like the most conservative possible numbers that I could run in terms of the average agent profitability. But that would put a total gross income for that particular company, the Zaback Group, at around $4.5 million for the year. Again, these are some massive goals that I'm setting for the retail team, but I do think it's 100% doable, and I do believe in thinking big. So those are some numbers there. Again, obviously that is gross income. You're gonna have a bunch of expenses with that and things of that nature, but again, the profitability on a team, it's nothing crazy, right? When you look at a retail team profitability across the board is nothing crazy. But again, of $4.5 million in gross, basically gross income, you could at least probably expect, again, depending on how the team's ran, how the team is managed and everything like that, I don't know, somewhere upwards, I would say, for sure in the 7-figure range. And it just really depends on how you run the actual company. So all of that is really the tip of the iceberg. We actually are looking back into getting into doing some education. I got out of the education space for a long time. I used to offer a course on how to wholesale, on how to flip, and all of that. And I got out of that for a long time. I'm going to be getting back into that a little bit. And there will definitely be some profitability there. However, I'm gonna make a very cheap and affordable course, okay? So, and I'm not gonna try to sell you in this video at all because I don't have it yet and I haven't started creating it, but if you are interested, definitely subscribe and like the video for the future. But we will be dropping a course or multiple courses on how to do different things within the real estate industry. But again, I'm gonna make it very affordable because I do feel like in the education space, a lot of people are charging too much money, and I kind of got a bad taste in my mouth without, name dropping or anything like that. I just got out of the industry for a while and I focused on building the actual companies. Because I do feel like so many people, their main focus becomes the education and then they're not actually practicing what they're preaching, right? And that didn't put a good taste in my mouth personally. So again, I do believe there will be quite a bit of profitability there because I believe we can reach more people, but more people will be happier because each individual person will be paying a fraction of what they would pay somebody else. I'm talking something literally like $100 or maybe $197, even drop in the comments down below like what you think. I thought of even going cheaper than that or even making like a $19 a month subscription where we just constantly are providing a ton of value, all things real estate from flipping to, Airbnbs, to wholesaling, to being a real estate agent, to luxury real estate, and pretty much anything you can imagine. So again, my goal with the education is just to make it very affordable, but achieve kind of a wider net, right? Cast a wider net to more people and really be able to impact the world at a higher level, but not have to charge like $1,000 or $2,000 or $10,000. So I'm just gonna predict that we'll do multiple 7 figures with the education stuff in 2022, but again, very difficult to predict exactly what that'll look and feel like. And again, my main focus with that is more like helping people and not necessarily the profitability. So if I personally broke even on that, but I was able to hire more videographers and more editors and everything like that, I would be very pleased with that outcome. Which leads me, I guess, to another income stream or another way that I plan on kind of making 8 figures or more in 2022, and that is social media. My goal with TikTok is to get well over 1 million followers in the next 90 days, and TikTok doesn't pay that well, for those of you that know, okay? The CPM, which is the cost per milli on TikTok, is significantly lower than a platform like YouTube, so you could get way more views and still make a fraction of the money. But I do think that TikTok is a really cool platform, and I definitely want to get big on that platform, and I do think that it'll contribute to the overall goal in 2022. Obviously, I want to grow way more on YouTube. My goal is at least 100,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you would take a minute and just smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to make a lot more amazing content in 2022. And then just to kind of wrap it up here, between affiliate links, I'm going to do a lot more of that in 2022, which there is a lot of money to be made there. And I've made a decent amount of money there, but I've never really maximized that income. Again, I kind of had a bad taste in my mouth, after kind of basically the same thing we were talking about with the education stuff. And so I haven't done a whole lot with that, but I do believe that there will be a lot of profitability there as well in 2022, where you're actually helping people too, because they are getting discount codes and things like that that maybe they wouldn't have otherwise gotten, or they didn't know where to go for a particular product or a particular service. Obviously, we haven't even talked about flipping houses, which I want to do way more of. I would say on average, if we're doing 30, 40, or 50 or more wholesale deals, the beautiful thing about that is we get to cherry pick the ones that we like the very best to actually go flip, okay? So even if we did one flip a month, again, flipping last year was a little bit dead because of the fact that hedge funds, again, I'll do more videos on all this, but hedge funds started buying way more, so there wasn't as much profitability in actually flipping, so we didn't flip as much in 2021, but I do believe in 2022, I want to flip a little bit more. So you've got to figure at least, I don't know, 500 grand to $1 million in profit, like at a bare minimum, kind of just having fun with flipping houses. And then again, we haven't talked about rental properties, which my plan is to acquire a minimum of like 20 to 30 rental properties in 2022, but I don't really consider that to be like income right now. I consider that more of the long-term game. So even if I break even on rent because I pay more money towards the mortgage every month, then that is totally okay with me. I would love to pay a property off in 15 years instead of 30. I don't really need the cash flow right now. Again, so when I go buy a rental property, I'm really thinking about the future. I'm thinking at least 10 or 15 years from now and how that will basically benefit my life in the long run. Guys, I could just go on and on forever. I'm actually looking right now into a mortgage company. We're working on starting a media company and so much more, okay? So again, anything you want to do in life, you can absolutely do. And I'm also going to drop a video soon on the metaverse and on real estate as it pertains to the metaverse and whether or not you should be buying land in the metaverse and when basically when or if that'll ever give you a dividend or pay you, okay? So I'm doing a bunch of research on that as well. I know guys like Ryan Pineda and Andre Jeek and Graham Stephan and so many other people that are making content on that, and I figure it's probably about time that I start doing my own research and my own homework to not only make content on it, but invest into it as well. So there you have it. Those are just a couple of the ways that I plan on making at least 8 figures in 2022. I hope you enjoyed the video if you watched till the very end. I really appreciate you. Again, my plan is to make a lot more content in 2022, similar to this. So definitely, if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you would smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe, and also drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the video. If there's anything I missed at all, I'd be happy to make another video, and definitely go check out some of my other content. Also, make sure that you're watching the podcasts, okay? We're about to do a lot more podcasts, and right now, I'm putting everything on the same YouTube channel. So definitely stay tuned for that, because that could change in the future. So keep that in mind. I really appreciate you watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.